In this video, we are going to solve the problems on linear inequalities from the exercise 1. So before we start solving the problems, let us see the concepts that we are going to use in solving the problems. So mainly, we see that we solve the problems on inequalities. So solving the inequalities is the first objective. Solving inequalities is the first objective. Inequalities are nothing but which are represented by greater than or equal to, less than or less than or equal to, and we are going to show it on the number line. The solutions on the number line, right? So let me give a brief on how to solve the inequalities and how to represent inequalities on the number line. So coming to the solving inequalities, it is just like how you use to solve the linear equations. Just recall the algebraic operations used to do in solving linear equations. Generally what we do, so we use all the algebraic operations: additions, subtractions, multiplications and divisions, right? So adding an equal number, right, on both the sides, adding equal numbers on both the sides, or subtracting equal numbers from both the sides, subtracting equal numbers from both the sides. This is one thing we do, that when we are trying to solve a linear equation. And coming to multiplication and divisions, we do the same thing. Multiply or divide by the same number on both the sides, right? So we do all these operations because it does not change the balance of the equation. Here also we do the same thing. Okay, you can add equal numbers on both the sides, or you can subtract equal numbers from both the sides. So similarly, we can add, we can multiply and divide by the same non-zero number. Generally, we should take a non-zero number on both the sides, right? But here a small change when it comes to the inequalities solutions, or when it comes to solving the inequalities, a small change is that when you are multiplying a negative non-zero number, okay, when you are multiplying a negative non-zero number, the sign changes. Okay, so inequality sign changes. When you are multiplying a negative non-zero number, okay, which is multiplied by or divided by both the sides, will change. So we'll change the sign of inequality. Change the sign of inequality. So I mean to say that let me take one example in order to see this. For example, we have something like x plus 2, which is greater than 5. Let us say that. Okay, so in order to solve this, so we can subtract by 2 on both the sides. So you can subtract 2 from both the sides. So when you subtract 2 from both the sides, subtract 2 from both the sides, so that you'll have x plus 2 minus 2 greater than 5 minus 2. So it remains same. So the sign will not change and we'll get x greater than 3. Right? So similarly, suppose you have something like x minus 4, which is greater than 10, then we can add 4 on both the sides. Right? That is x minus 4 plus 4 greater than 10 plus 4. Simply just it is, in other words, taking this 4 to the right hand side, so the minus will become plus. So this is x greater than 14. This is the solution of this equation, this inequality. And let's take one more. We have something like 2x greater than 10. So now just divide 2 on both the sides, right? So you'll get 2x by 2, which is greater than 10 by 2. You may have equal sign also, greater than or equal also you can take. Let's say greater than or equal, then it will continue. The same sign will continue. So x greater than or equal to 5. This is when you divide. Or maybe something like if you have x by 3, which is less than or equal to 6. So multiply, right, by 3 on both the sides. On OBS means on both the sides. So now 3 into x by 3 less than or equal to 6 into 3. So x less than or equal to 18 is a solution for this inequality. Fine. They are just simple operations. Now let me show you. Suppose if you have something like negative, maybe you have minus 2x, which is less than 10. So now we have to divide here by minus 10. Divide by minus 2. Divide by minus 2. So you will get minus 2x by minus 2, right? And then 10 by minus 2. Here, when you are dividing by a minus 2 in negative number, then the inequality sign changes. Changes means there are only two possibilities, either less than or greater than. So from less than to greater than, it will change. It means that x is greater than minus 5. X is greater than minus 5. Minus 2x less than 10 means x is greater than minus 5. Similarly, if you have something like minus x by 5, which is less than some, let me say that minus 15. Okay, so now here we have to multiply by minus 5. So multiply by minus 5. In order to make x the subject, so we have to multiply it by minus 5. Then when you are trying to multiply by minus 5, then the sign again changes. It becomes greater than, and minus 15 into minus 5. Okay, so that x is greater than minus 5. Minus 5 get cancelled here, 5. Minus into minus plus, so plus x greater than minus 15 into minus 5, that is minus plus 75. That is the solution for this equation. Right? In other words, suppose if I take this minus 2x less than 10, in other words, I can say that we are taking 2x to the right hand side, so that 0 less than 10 plus 2x. When you take 2x to the right hand side, negative 2x will be plus, and 10 to the left hand side. So that this is minus 10 is less than 2x. This can be written as 2x greater than minus 10 also. So the x greater than minus 5. This way also, this is the meaning of actually it is, right? But generally we go with the operations. Okay, That is, those are additions, multiplications, subtractions, and divisions. I hope it is clear. So whenever you multiply or divide by a negative number, then the sign will change. In remaining all operations, it remains unchanged. Right? Now let me show you the number line. So let us take some number lines in order to show some inequalities. Right? So generally there are three possibilities. Maybe x may be greater than something, or it may be less than something, or it may be greater than or equal to, or less than or equal to. Right? Suppose you have come across, let's say that x greater than, so x greater than minus 2. Let's say that x greater than minus 2. So when the x is greater than minus 2, so minus 2 is here on the number line. So we'll start from here and we'll take a hole here, right? Open hole, and then we represent the line. Okay, it's greater than minus 2 means all the values greater than minus 2, right? So which values are greater than minus 2 here? Minus 1, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. All these values are greater than minus 2. And what about minus 3, minus 4, minus 5? They are the less than minus 2. That means when you start from a number, when you go right side, so rightward numbers are greater than the given number and leftward numbers are less than the given number. So that we have to go in this direction. So we have to show the number line like this. Okay, this is the representation of x greater than minus 2. Suppose you have come across something like x less than, let's say, 3. Okay, so x less than 3. So here 3 is here, so take a open hole, and then all the values on the right side of 3 are greater than 3. All the values on the left side of this line are less than 3. So that it has to go like this. Okay, it has to go along this line. Right? This is a representation of x less than 3. So now let us take one more example. Suppose you have something like x greater than or equal to 1. So x greater than or equal to 1. Again we took a hole here, a circle here, but it is a solid circle. I mean, it is a filled circle, just a dot, kind of dot, right? We have to fill it whenever it is greater than or equal to. We have to show some difference, right? When it is just greater than, we just take a hole. If it is greater than or equal to, we fill this hole and we represent all the values which are greater than or equal to 1. So on the right hand side, we see the values which are greater than or equal to 1, so that this line will go like this. Similarly, if we come across, x less than or equal to 0. Okay, so x less than or equal to 0, this is the point 0. So we have to take a dot, okay, circle, and just fill it, and all the values less than or equal to 0 will go this side. Okay, so greater than means always right side to that number, and less than means left side to that number. Right? So this is what we are going to see in solving the problems. And one more thing is representing. Suppose if you come across a solution where you have x less than or x greater than 2, maybe let's say that x greater than 2, and all are natural numbers. So you know about natural numbers, integers and real numbers, right? So what are the natural numbers? First let me give you natural numbers. They will start from 1, 2, 3, 4 and so on, right? So integers they will be minus infinity to plus infinity. That means they will start from minus infinity, minus 4, minus 3, minus 2, minus 1, 0, 1, 2, 3 and so on up to infinity. And what about the real numbers? Real numbers are the sets of all natural numbers, integers, rational, irrational, right? That means in fact all the numbers. Okay, so rational numbers including rational numbers, irrational numbers. That means if you take a number line here, 0 and 1, 2 and so on, minus 1, minus 2 and so on. So all the values between 0, 1, 1 also, 1 and 2 also, any value, any irrational number that is a subset of real number. That means 1.1, 1.2, 1.25, pi, root 2, all these are real numbers. Okay, root 2 and pi are irrational numbers, right? So they are also real numbers. 1.2, 1.5, 1.8, 1.3 bar, all these are real numbers. Any irrational number are real numbers, including natural numbers and integers, right? So suppose if you come across a solution that x less than some 10, where x is natural number. When x is a natural number, then we take all natural numbers, the set of all the natural numbers which are less than 10. So we know that natural numbers start from 1. How many numbers are there less than 10? And less than 10 we have x is equal to the set of all the numbers 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. What about 10? 10 is there in the set of x? No, 10 is not included. Less than, right? So the 10 is not included. Less than means 10 is not included. So we represent with the curly brackets if it is a natural number. So the same thing if it is like x less than 10 and x is an integer. Let's say if x is an integer, then x less than 10 means integers we have up to, if you consider from the 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, it goes 0, minus 1, minus 2, and it goes up to minus infinity. So that it will go like this. So the set of all the integers from minus infinity to minus 3, minus 2, minus 1, 0, 1, 2, and so on up to 9. Again, 10 is not included, only up to 9. Okay, we have to show only up to 9. So suppose it is given that x less than 10 and x is a real number. X less than 10, x is a real number means how many numbers will have the real numbers? Again infinity, right? Including 9.9, 9.8, 9.85, 9.67, everything 6, 7, 8. Okay, 9.899999. All these are less than 10 real numbers. So here we represent the real numbers with open and closure brackets. Okay, open and closure brackets. That means we'll start from n and it goes up to minus infinity. Okay, in the real numbers also it goes up to minus infinity. So on the right side it goes up to plus infinity. In integers also it goes up to plus infinity and it goes up to minus infinity on the left hand side. But here in the integers we do not consider the decimal numbers, rational or irrational numbers. But here we consider all the numbers in the set of real numbers. We consider all. So here we represent in a different way, that is we take up to 10 and up to minus infinity. We just write it as minus infinity to 10. Okay, we just write minus infinity to 10 in open brackets. That will tell you that x belongs to all the numbers which are less than 10, all the real numbers which are less than 10, right? So what does it mean by closure and open brackets? Let me show you. Suppose in the same way, okay, if it is given that x less than or equal to 10. Okay, in the same way, if it is given that x less than or equal to 10. So and x belongs to real numbers. X is a real number. Then so we will represent this as x less than or equal to 10 means it goes up to minus infinity. And up to 10 it is a closure bracket. Okay, so here this is known as open brackets and these are known as closure brackets. Okay, the real numbers are always represented by these two brackets. Okay, if the 10 is included then we use the closure bracket. If 10 is not included we use the open brackets. Infinities always take open brackets because infinities we cannot include, right? So because they are not defined numbers, so we cannot include them. So that we use open brackets, right? Suppose you have something like 2 less than x less than or equal to 5. So how to represent if x is a real number? 2 with open brackets, 5 with closed brackets. In the same case, if it is given that 2 less than or equal to x less than or equal to 5, then 2 with open brackets, 5 with open brackets. That means 2, the real numbers, all the real numbers between 2 and 5, including 2 and 5 here. And here, all the real numbers between 2 and 5, including 5, but not including 2. Okay, that is the meaning of it. Okay. So similarly, whenever you have something like x greater than or equal to 2. So x greater than or equal to 2 means all the values above 2, right, including 2. Including 2 we represent like this, and infinity with open brackets. Okay. Suppose we have something like minus 8 less than or equal to x less than 3. So including minus 8 and excluding 3, all the values between minus 8 and 3, including minus 8 and excluding 3. Excluding 3 means open brackets. Okay, these are the representation we are going to see in this class. Okay, now let's start with the problems. So solve 24x less than 100 when x is a natural number. So let us take the first one. It is given that 24x less than 100 when x is a natural number. So what to do? Divide by 24 on both the sides. Divide by 24 both sides. Then what do you get? We'll get 24x by 24 less than 100 by 24. So 24 get cancelled, so that it is 100 by x less than 100 by 24. So 100 by 24 I can write it as, this is 50 by 12 or 6, 25 by 6, right? We will have 25 by 6. This is the answer, right? This is the solution for this given inequality. So if it is a natural number and if it is an integer, there are two cases we see here. If x is a natural number, let's see the first case. X is a natural number means x belongs to the set 1, 2, 3, 4 and so on, right? So x less than 25 by 6. Okay, in this case x less than 25 by 6 means, what is 25 by 6? 25 by 6 is nothing but 4 point, right? 4.1 and so on, maybe some 7 or something, 4.17. So which numbers of natural numbers are less than 4.17? So from the less than 4.7, so which is the highest natural number? 4. 5 cannot be less than 4.17, so that we'll start with 4 and then 3 and then 2 and then 1 and then 0. Can we go to the 0? No, because it is a natural number, so that x cannot be 0, so that 1, 2, 3, 4 are the required answers. Let's see for second one. So we know that integers here are nothing but all negative numbers, right? X belongs to minus infinity to minus 3, minus 2, minus 1, 0, 1, 2 and so on, right? So x less than 4.17 here also. So which number is the highest number? Less than 4.7, 4 is the highest here, integer. And then 4, 3, 2, 1, 0, minus 1, minus 2, minus 3 up to infinity. So we represent the same here in the set of negative numbers, minus 3, minus 2, minus 1. Dots means, it continues. Okay, whenever you represent, the end of the numbers, end of the set numbers with the dots, it means it continues up to infinity. So 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, this is the representation of x when it is an integer. Now let's see the next problem. Solve minus 12x greater than 30. Solve minus 12x greater than 30. What to do here? Just we have to divide it by minus 12. Divide by minus 12 on both the sides. So we will get minus 12x by minus 12. So when you divide by minus 12, so what about the sign? Sign will change, right? Sign will change. So the 30 by minus 12. So now x less than, so this is 6, 5 and then 2. So this is minus 5 by 2. Minus 5 by 2 means x less than minus 2.5. So now we can represent if x is a natural number and x is an integer. If x is a natural number, so what do you have? When x is a natural number, how many numbers we have here? Yeah. For a natural number, for a set of natural numbers, we know that, right? Set of natural numbers will start from the 1, 2, 3, 4, right? 1, 2, 3, 4. So this is the natural number set from 1. So if you take this 2.5, where is this 2.5 we have? So this is a minus 2.5. So this is the minus 2.5. Less than or equal to, less than means, so it will go this side, left side. So that means minus 3, minus 4, minus 5, minus 6. But all these are not natural numbers, right? So that means, what does it mean? We do not have any natural numbers which are less than minus 2.5. So that the answer is no solution. There are no natural numbers, so that there is no solution for the first case. Now let's see for the second case. If x is an integer, so how many numbers are there less than minus 2.5? So we have minus 3, minus 4, minus 5 again. But all these are integers, so that we can write it as x belongs to, so minus 3, minus 4, minus 5 and so on up to minus infinity, right? So that is the solution for second one. Now let's see for the third one. Now let's see that 5x minus 3 less than 7. So add 3 on both the sides. So that 5x less than 7 plus 3, that is 10, and divide by 5 on both the sides. You will get x less than 10 by 5, that is 2. So this is the solution for this problem. So now the first case, so let me write the 3 here. So the first case, x is an integer. So when x is an integer, how many numbers are there for less than 2? So we'll have 1, right? And then 0, and then minus 1, and then minus 2, minus 3, and so on, right? So minus 2, minus 1, minus 0, and minus 3, and so on. So these are the values of x if it is an integer. What about the real number? If it is a real number, so all the less than 2 up to minus infinity. So which brackets we have to use for the real number? So the brackets we have to use are either open or closure brackets, right? So that here x belongs to, so 2 to minus infinity. Okay, less than 2 means up to minus infinity. So here it is less than 2, so that it is not included, 2 is not included, and minus infinity, that is also not included. So that x belongs to minus infinity comma 2. Now let's see this problem. Solve 3x plus 8 greater than 2. 3x plus 8 greater than 2. So subtract 8 from both the sides, so that you'll get 2 minus 8, and then 3x greater than minus 6, and then x greater than minus 2, right? Just divide by 3 on both the sides, you'll get x greater than minus 2, right? So x greater than minus 2. If x is an integer, how many numbers are there which are greater than minus 2? Minus 2 to plus infinity, right? So but minus 2 is not included, so that x is equal to, it will start from minus 1, 0, 1, 2, 3 and up to infinity. So what about the second? X is a real number. So how many numbers are there after minus 2, greater than minus 2? Again from minus 2 to infinity, but not included. Minus 2 is not included, so that minus 2 and then infinity. Open brackets means not included, closed means which is included. Included, when you will come across included, when it is greater than or equal to -2, then it will be included, right? I hope you got it. So I will continue solving the remaining problems. Keep watching. Okay, thank you for watching. See you.